Teddy's truck is in the shop to get serviced. He's going to be driving the old 900, probably for the week. I'm pretty excited to see it go down the road. He just picked it up at the Littleton shop. He said it's running great. The engine light's out now, which is good. I'm a little bit jealous. Not really. But hey, let's start this week off right. Full of energy, excitement. Gonna haul some dirt. Who knows what else is gonna happen this week. But hey, you know what? Stay tuned. Cue that music. Yeah.
Boston Trucker here. Welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy it.
I'm pulling into the pit here. And Ronin getting loaded with sand by Nick. I'm gonna dump and get a load of sand myself. I think I'm gonna wash this afternoon. It's supposed to be sunny. Rain's supposed to end around midnight, so hopefully roads will be dry tomorrow morning. Wow, that looks good going the other way. Holy cow. Dude, like we say in Boston, we got hammered. We weren't even out drinking. We got hammered big time. Look at all that material. Fortunately, it's almost 2 o'clock. The last load, preload for tomorrow. Probably gonna wash. What it is. I need more trucks tomorrow, that's all.
We don't have no brakes, the tractor's all backed up.
Alright, thanks. I'm gonna have to adjust your radio tonight, so you're echoing there. I'll do that for you. Okay. Good morning. Have time to let my truck warm up much. All our other trucks pulled in. Got jammed up pretty quick. Problem was my truck was in front, and then Teddy needs to get loaded. I'm already loaded. And then Ronin came in behind him, and then Hugo behind him, and I had to get out of there and give them room. I gotta get comfortable. I haven't got comfortable yet. It is daylight savings. Thank God. I'd rather have it lighter in the morning and darker in the afternoon. I don't care. I'll stick with that story till the afternoon anyways. Nah, but seriously, by the time I get home, it's between 4 and 5 anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. We're on our way to the gravel pit. Truck is clean. That's a good thing. Wicked windy out today. It's cold, high of 49. Winds of 15 to 20 miles an hour all day. Inside as much as we can to get this heater warming me up here. Put my shades on in a few minutes, I'm gonna be good to go. Just gonna pop that top and ride it in style, Boston trucker style. election day in America today. Should be very light traffic. No schools are open. I think government buildings are closed. Well, aren't they closed anyways because of the shutdown? I don't even know. Probably just essentials are working for free. Unreal. Yeah, it should be light traffic day, which is good because our yard is stuffed. Wonder if that affects the what if it affects the contractors doing the work in the streets? Like, are they off today? Because if they are, we'll get the yard cleaned up pretty good, but if not, we'll just be business as usual. Downpoured last night until about midnight. When it got so windy, it dried everything up. But I'm sure the gravel pit's going to be a muddy mess, of course, because we wouldn't have that any other way. Oh, we're getting on the old 95 North, 95th Street. How many of you have been on every stretch of this road? Raise your hand. How many of you have been on every interstate in the United States? Raise your hand. Windows, one more bucket of sand and we're ready to go. It was a little muddy here, not too bad. Teddy just pulled in. I hate seeing people driving my old truck. I'm gonna tell you why. Because people think it's me. There was a video that went viral a few months ago of somebody driving my old truck, and there were geese crossing the road and they were beeping at the geese, and everybody thought it was me, and I'm like, it wasn't me. I don't beep at geese. I mean, I would, but it wasn't me. Like a gentleman. People think you're me. I already got calls already. Oh, I just saw you in your old truck. I go, that ain't me.
Yeah, people ask me and it just takes some time.
Well, I should adjust that radio for you. I'll do it later. All right, see ya. I gotta go. All right, how's this gonna go, people? Everybody let one car in. Would be good. My one car. Should I squeeze this other guy out? No, I'll be nice. As long as the third one doesn't try and squeeze it in, which they might. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Got one on my right, but they're not going to try it. Sometimes they do. I've fought with them right up to this point. Sometimes, and then I'm like, I don't want to lose my covers. Ain't worth it. A fourth one on my right. Try to get over behind the bus. Didn't happen. Tony called me at 1:30. Hey, can you move the 308 from 30 to the pit end of the day? So I'm here. I dropped my dump trailer at the pit. I was getting ready to back down. There's a truck down there in front of my low bed, and I have no idea who or why it is here. But I'm gonna walk down and see what's going on. Because, yeah, I don't know what's going on, but that's a badass looking ride right there. That is one badass ride right there. That's the old T800 block.
Ryan, what is this?
On its way to Maine.
Might end up in what year truck?
Probably that one when I blow that one up.
What
Wow.
year is that truck?
97.
Unreal. Is that the 308? That's the 308. Okay, good. Yeah. Trying to get a hamburger. This whole thing should have taken an hour. Hook back up to my trailer and then an hour back to be back at 4:30. But and then Tony said, after we move the 308, can you move the D3? No, I can't. I got commitments. Usually we do this stuff in the morning. First thing in the morning, I come in, do the low bed moves. But Michael's on vacation, so I'm at Tony's beck and call. Let's go! I get the places to go! We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get them both moved today, or I'll move one now and one in the morning. In the morning! That's when number 2 is getting moved. Just get things. It's a bad ride though. We're gonna catch that on video pulling out. Sound of pure awesomeness. I had to shut this emissions engine off. Nobody wants to hear that. You can still hear it humming. Alright, we're ready to ride. No outside camera, no time. I gotta move this and get back, and stuff to do. Alright, I just dropped off the excavator. I'm gonna go back empty. Drop the low bed, come back here, get my dump trailer, go back to the yard empty. Then I think tomorrow morning I'm gonna move the small T3 bulldozer. So I got places I gotta be today, and it's after 4 o'clock already, so. Chilly out here, with the wind periodically blowing. Tony's gonna go get the D3. Run it up here to me and get ready to chain her up. Straight, Tony. Let's roll out of here. Hooked up, ready to roll. Look at the moon. It's 495 up there. Beautiful night. Let's head back east. We'll be back in about 45 minutes to an hour. Gotta stop and get fuel on the way. Mack truck, boy, is that America right there. 33 degrees out this morning. Getting too close to winter time. I don't mind this, but man, as soon as that snow starts flying, of course, stop by the train every morning. Weaving and bobbing my way through town here. Accidents, traffic, and railroad crossings shut down. And oh my God. Double chin looking from that angle. It looks great because it's almost gone. You go back to my videos a month ago and then compare them to now. So from October 1st, today's November 5th, so pretty much a month. I'm down 10 pounds in a month. I had a little bit of a health crisis a month ago. And even though I eat really healthy, I'm like, you know what, I'm done screwing around. So I changed a few things on my own. Didn't have any guidance. And cut out some key things and added a few key things. And 10 pounds in a month. I don't know if I'm going to plateau now or I'm going to keep going. I'm hoping to go another 10 would be fantastic. Dirty though, dust, but it was all dusty last night, then it rained. Those are my favorite days. Gonna get it cleaned up, don't worry. Wait till I get to the pit though. Little Teddy here, he's ready to roll soon. He's a You're running a little late, I think. I came in early. He's still here, though. Let's talk about, and it really shouldn't be a controversial subject, for some reason it is. Let's talk about truck drivers who can't read English. Now, personally, I have a lot of compassion for foreigners, people who come to different countries to make a better life for them and their families. I do have compassion for those people. My father came here, my grandfather came here from another country and assimilated, learned the language, and became citizens. And, you know, they came on a boat, you know, from Israel. You know, and they came to Ellis Island, and they, even though they had to change their last name when they got to the Ellis Island, it was, they had to cut it in half, it was so long. But that's not the point. Can you do this job, drive a truck, a heavy-duty truck, and not be able to read the signs and do the job well and safe? The answer is no. It just isn't safe. And I couldn't imagine. I've been to foreign countries. Thank God I wasn't driving, because I didn't know what the signs meant. I didn't know what the signs meant. And every country, the signs are different. They're different for the same thing. So, you know, this doesn't come from a, like, I'm not a person who looks down on religious people who wear a towel on the head. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with the color of anybody's skin. That's not me. That's a lot of people. It's not me. It's a lot of people I know. And that makes me sad when I see the racism and the anti-religious words that come out of people's mouth because they're brave on the internet. I only have a problem if you're doing this job and you're underqualified, and unfortunately it seems to be a huge segment of this industry is underqualified drivers, from the truck driving schools to the mega carriers who spit them out with not enough training, being trained by essentially trainees who just got a few months under their belt, to foreigners who can't speak the language and they obviously aren't getting the proper training. It's a huge issue. And, you know, I was thinking about, you know, could you drive coast to coast, you know, just be driving straight and not being able to read the language? I think it'd be pretty difficult, but it could be done. I mean, guys are doing it. But what about when you get off of the interstate and you're in the city, but you get off of the interstate and you're in the mountains and you're up at, let's say, Wolf Creek Pass, you know, something like that, where there are specific signs that say brake checks here and escape ramps there, and you can't read that language? What do those guys do? Let's say they don't have the essential skills to get down a mountain. What do they do? I don't even understand how that's being accomplished. It's being accomplished, but you gotta, that's specific information that you need to know when you're driving out west. Like, you get to the top of a mountain pass, let's say Monte Eagle in Tennessee, and it says all trucks stop here for brake check. Do those drivers just keep going because they don't know? Because they can't read that sign? I'm gonna guess yes. And where's the enforcement on stuff like that? Is that being enforced? So yeah, I think it's, listen, everybody deserves to make a living. And, but you gotta be able to do it without affecting people around you and risking people's lives that are around you in your own life. And there's a million ways you can make a living, but if you can't read the language, truck driving shouldn't be one of them until you can read basic English. That's all, you know. And that's all I gotta say about that, really. Just you know, do I like the way they're going about it? I mean, I don't really see much of a choice. You know, checking drivers at scale houses. Well, A, does the driver pull into the scale house? And B, how many of those drivers are avoiding scales right now? And I wouldn't blame them, because they're just fighting to survive. But you know, I don't. Oh, I love that truck. Boy, I love those trucks. J.R. Loomis out of Vermont. Beautiful fleet. Western Stars and Freightliners. I am the Boston trucker. Who we got there?
I'm up here in the Loomis truck.
Well, I'm videotaping right now, and I was just telling the camera that I love that truck, and I love that fleet of trucks. J.R. Loomis.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yours looks great too.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just a bigger admirer. You guys got a beautiful fleet there.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Absolutely. How you doing today?
Good. Just got out of Boston, headed up to Westford.
Ah, you get out of there just in time, huh?
Exactly.
Oh, that's good. That's good. How many trucks you guys run?
7 right now.
Oh, 10-4.
You have a good day.
Hey, you too. You too. Thanks for the show. Be good. Am I the Boston trucker? Yes. I love that. I love when people call me on the radio who aren't the typical people I talk to that I see every day. I love that. It makes me happy. And I love it when I'm videotaping and somebody does that too. It's like I almost, it's like I produced that or something. The guy's radio sounded very distant, but he was going right by me. He's in front of me now. J.R. Loomis, L-O-O-M-I-S. I don't know if the camera caught him going by me. I don't know at the angle. You might not be able to see the road, but anyways, yeah, I don't walk around thinking because I'm white, because I was born here, that I'm better than anybody, because we're all born to somebody, somewhere. And you know, if you were born in the United States, you won the lottery, really. And you should appreciate that. But you should also remember we're all foreigners, because none of us were born here. If you go way back, you know, the American Indians were here first, and then we killed them and put them in concentration camps called reservations. So everybody get off your high horses. But yeah, learn the language. Learn the language. I mean, that's all you can. If I move to another country, I have to learn the language. I've been to other countries, and it's definitely a handicap not knowing those languages. And I don't say that from a snobby standpoint, like, yeah, speak the language, get out of our country. It's not that for me. But if you want to survive in this world of ours here, you're gonna have to assimilate at least. I'm not saying change your culture. No, I would never say that. We all have our own cultures on top of being American. American is our culture, could be our religious culture, could be where our ancestors come from culture. I'm all for that. You know, where I live, my wife loves diversity. Where we moved to, it's very diverse. I mean, it's probably 50-60% Caucasian, and then the other 40% is Mexican, Guatemalan, Colombian, and they're hard-working people. Hard-working people where I live. Very blue-collar. They do all the jobs the white people don't want to do, and they work their asses off. And yeah, a lot of them didn't come here legally. And you know, like my family did, but they're here trying to make a better life. They're here because for whatever reason, where they're from must have been a terrible life, and they saw opportunity here. Now, they should have come here the right way, but was that opportunity here for them? No, probably not. I don't know. I don't know. But they came here, and they're here. And the people I know and the people I see just are workers, not criminals. I mean, you could say they're criminals because they came here illegally. Yes, I understand that. But they're just hard-working people. The place where I get fuel, they're all illegal, you know, and good guys. Those guys work 16, 17, 18 hours a day. A day they work. They work long shifts because the boss knows they're here to make money, you know, and they'll do the work because you're not gonna find a white guy to work 18 hours in a gas station on his feet the whole time in all kinds of weather, whether the sun's beaming down on him or it's raining or it's snowing. Those guys are outside all day. It's a full service gas station. So anyways, hope I didn't ruffle any feathers, and if I did, get a helmet. I'll make good use of my time while I'm getting loaded. I never waste time. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that. I'm using Awesome Sauce by Chemex. Clean up. A little bit of rain last night. Truck's parked outside in the dusty lot. It gets dirty, just sitting there. Daily kiwi, my superfood. What is a superfood? what they call it. It's supposed to help, really good for your body. Rich in nutrients. It's good for, superfoods help keep away heart disease and blood pressure low and diabetes. Supposed to taste good. Delicious. And juicy too. Now we got hail. Oh, that's a nice looking truck right there. Probably the best looking one-piece class I've seen. Yeah, happy to have a job. I'm gonna be quiet for a second. Stay in your lane. People are just nuts. Just nuts. They're gonna do anything they can do at all costs. Risking their lives. Oh, we're recording. So it's my daughter's birthday this weekend. And my wife always makes birthday cakes at home. My wife's an excellent cook and a great baker. So all my kids and my son's girlfriend, all very gifted cooks and bakers, like seriously. My wife's making my daughter a birthday cake. She's doing a whipped cream frosting. Now me and my new health regimen, I'm only going to have a tiny bit of cake because I think it'll wreak havoc on me, but that's not the point of the story. So she got the Cool Whip out, right? And I'm like, oh, Cool Whip. I used to haul Cool Whip. Yeah, nobody cares when you do that. Not in my family. Nobody's ever impressed. I mean, I might get a, oh really? Or like, oh wow. That's it. So I usually don't even do it. But anyways, I apologize I've told the story before. I only got so many stories. But one of my most high mileage weeks at Bud Meyer was in the black Mac. And when I first got that truck, it was governed. I came out of a triple digit 379 Peterbilt. Chose the black Mac because I liked it so much. Freaking green. How many seconds do you wait to beep? I mean, I think 10 to 15 is ample time for somebody to wake up. But what's going on? They're coming after me. So when the story keeps getting interrupted. What are you doing, lady? You can just pull in front of me? You can't do that. One of my most high mileage weeks was in the black Mac when it was still governed at 64 miles an hour. Later, they bumped it up to 68 on cruise 70 on the floor. First time I ever drove a governed truck. I love that truck, and it was worth giving up that Peterbilt at the time. It was such a nice truck. Can you imagine giving up a 379 Pete flat top for a Mac? Did it. Would I do it again? Probably not. Ego reasons, but anyways, so I had a 4,600 mile week. Now, I drove many more miles than that in other weeks for other people, but at the time 4,600 was probably one of my top mileage weeks. So I started in Minneapolis. I did a quick local run down to Chicago, 400 miles down, deliver, pick up, 400 miles back, drop my loaded trailer in the yard in Lake City, Minnesota, grab it empty, cut across country over to Waseca, Minnesota, the Cool Whip plant. Now if you haul Cool Whip, you can't take Cool Whip over 5,000 feet elevation or the covers will pop off. All of them. Same thing with potato chips. Now I don't know how they do it on airplanes. Probably because it's pressurized. Same with potato chips. You can't take them over a certain elevation or the bags will pop open. So I had a load going to Northern California, Modesto, Christian Salvesen, a place I used to go to a lot. And so coming out of Minnesota, the shortest way to Northern California is drop down to 90, down to through South Dakota, whatever. Make your way to 80 straight across, over Donner Pass into Northern California, blah, blah, blah. When you haul Cool Whip going to Northern California, you got to drop down straight south, cut across Texas, through El Paso, across the bottom half, New Mexico, Arizona, Phoenix, make your way over to I-15 or the Grapevine, whatever, and head north from there, because otherwise you're going to lose the load when you get to your arrival point. You're going to have a big surprise when those Cool Whip tops come off. So that week I did the turn to Chicago, got my Cool Whip load down to the bottom of Texas, up north to California, and loaded it in California. I think I was on the, I can't remember, I don't know where I ended up, but it was always 4,600 miles in my mind. I gotta go back and look at my mileage notebooks, which I still have, see where I ended up. But anyways, once in a while a truck driver would try and outsmart the system and think to themselves, wow, I'm getting paid all these extra miles, I'll just cut across 80. Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. It's not, they're not gonna pop off. Well, those covers popped off and then those drivers were usually fired. So yeah, you got yeah, I don't know, there are rules for a reason. Sometimes you got to follow them and pay the consequences, and then that load's rejected, and then the drivers are always denying it. Oh, I went the southern route. It was usually owner operators who did that. Company drivers would get caught too easy with fuel stops. Owner operators, you know, trying to save on fuel and mileage and everything else. They're the ones that usually got bagged. And those loads were light. I mean, it's freaking Cool Whip. They could stack and pack those trailers. They didn't weigh much. Nice run. Nice run. Boy, anytime you go to Northern California via El Paso from up north, that's a nice run and get paid for it. Not at 64 miles an hour, but you get it. You get it. What is this? Wow, that was nice. I don't know what that was. Holy cow. Stop taking all our gravel. Not leaving any for anybody else. Yeah, look to your right. me out, except I'm not going out. I'm gonna dump my sand here. There you go. Nice looking flat bed there. Ooh, South Shore Supply. Never seen that one before. Short Hood Pete, 2-stack. Degrees out this morning. It's almost winter. It's in the air. It's coming. Thinking about some memorable loads I hauled over the years. One time I emptied out in LA, like on a Wednesday. Must have been a Wednesday. And one of our company drivers broke down in Yuma, Arizona. His name, I think his name was Jeff Morris. I know it was definitely Jeff. I think it was Morris. He's from Chicago. And his truck was going to be down for a week. And he had a hot load of lettuce that had to be in Chicago on Friday. And so we left my empty at the diesel repair shop where his truck was for him for next week when he gets fixed. And I hooked onto his load of lettuce, and we ran that load as a team pretty much to Chicago out of Arizona. And there was a blizzard, a really bad snowstorm coming across, and that year particularly it snowed down south. Like, we were trying to stay below the storm and then come up, but it was snowing as far south as Texas, and can't remember which way we ended up going, but I remember driving through Cape Girardeau, Missouri in blizzard conditions. And then we delivered on Friday at I think it was Dominic's in Chicago. And then I couldn't load till Saturday afternoon. I had a load to pick up Saturday afternoon, so ended up, we parked the truck where he normally parks his truck when he's home, and I went home with him and met his girlfriend who had like 7 kids. She was hot. She was hot. She had 7 kids. And gave me the tour of Chicago Friday afternoon to Saturday morning. It was a very memorable tour, and had a nice time there, and went to the top of the Sears Tower. That was my first time at the top of the Sears Tower. I've been there twice now. I was there a few years ago. They don't call it the Sears Tower anymore. I forget what they call it. Millennial Tower? I don't know. It is some Chicago type stuff, and I think his dad owned a bar. We ended up at a bar that his dad owned, which was kind of cool because everybody knew him. It reminded me, oh my god, I just thought of this. Holy cow. Have you watched Shameless? The TV show Shameless? I mean, you gotta watch Shameless. It was just like that bar, and he was a lot like the guy who owned the bar. The bartender. Oh my god, he was kind of his build. And Jeff and I, we lost touch. We went out and bought a truck, and I seen him out in Salt Lake City a few years later, and then I think he was leased to Landstar, and then we lost touch, and then I don't know, I put the word out on Facebook. I was looking for this guy, Jeff, and I ended up finding him on Facebook, and yeah, we stayed in touch for a while, and I don't know, I feel like he disappeared again. I'll have to go look on the Facebook and see if he's still on my friends list, but I haven't heard from him in a while. Another time I was coming out of Yuma, Coincidentally, there was a team load. There was a team drivers there, a husband and wife team. I can't talk. Husband and wife team broken down in Yuma. They had a load going to Portland, Maine. This was like on a Tuesday. They were supposed to drop it Thursday in Portland at Hannaford Brothers, and the truck broke down. And I wasn't giving them my truck. I wasn't giving them my truck. Like that wasn't gonna happen. But they put me on that load, and they're like, yeah, we know it's a team load. Do the best you can. And yeah, I delivered Thursday in Portland. It's like a machine. It's like a machine, non-stop. Non-stop. That's almost coast to coast in 48 hours. Not quite the West Coast, but pretty damn close. Unbelievable. And you know what it got me? Nothing. Nothing. A job well done, and on to the next. But that's what we did back then. Sometimes you just had to get it done. There's plenty of people that would say no or just didn't get it done. I just didn't know at the time how to say, I know how to say no now. Trust me. Trust me. Can you work Saturday? No. Can you work next Saturday? No. I work Saturdays when I need to. But if it's needed, I will work Saturday. 100%. I think I'm working tomorrow and tomorrow's Saturday. I was supposed to work last Saturday, but I got really... I know none of you watch the end of my videos, and this is going to be at the end too, because at the end of my video last week I said, I think I'm getting the flu. I'm going home, but it was like 3 o'clock, and I went home, and I was pretty sick over the weekend. I don't think nobody told me I hope you're feeling better, so I don't think anybody watched the end of my video, which is fine. But I was pretty sick last weekend. I was supposed to work. Teddy was nice enough to work for me, so he's a swell guy. But I think I might be working. I already told him I could work tomorrow if needed, and it looks like it might be needed. And yeah, that's it. Constant battle keeping these trucks clean. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to another end of the video. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, watch my old videos, share my content, find me on TikTok and Instagram at The Boston Trucker. If you see any other variation of The Boston Trucker, it's not me. You can report those accounts. Also find me on Instagram at Betty Garber Photos. I'll be posting pictures all weekend and next week of Betty Garber Photos. Peace and grace. See ya. Thank you.